Hello and welcome to the podcast So Strange with me, Denisa.
Hello, Denisa. Thanks for having me here today in beautiful Vienna.
If you guys are new to the channel, which I assume you are because this is only the second episode, I'm Denisa. I'm a photographer, video editor and social media manager. And today I'm with my friend Kornelija, which I met during my stay in London when I was living there. We used to live in the same house. And would you like to introduce yourself for the ones that don't know who you are, which I assume is everyone?
Just everyone except 1,000 people on Instagram.
Oh yes, shout out.
Okay.
Shout out. She's actually
guess.
no. You say
Yeah.
everything.
So I'm Kornelija, but you can call me in art Purple Blue Soul. I'm a Lithuanian girl who grew up in Italy for 11 years. Then I moved to England, currently living, working in London.
Living work.
Yeah, I did everything there. It's been 5 years now that I'm in London. I graduated from London College of Fashion, studying fashion marketing. And since then I've been in fashion business, trying to work my way up to become a marketeer and working on my own personal pages on Instagram and TikTok, while on the side also creating social media content. That's short, but yeah, that's my description.
Thanks for the introduction of yourself. I forgot that we have to mention we are in Schönbrunn Palace, and currently we're in front of the Palm House, and we're gonna be going around the gardens, so you can enjoy watching the gardens while we talk about a very interesting topic. At least it's interesting for us, but I think it's also important topic that
many people can relate.
Yeah, and it concerns many people, which is
self-love,
self-acceptance
and acceptance,
and beauty standards of today. But before we start talking about that and going more in depth, I would like you to say a few words about your inspirations.
My inspirations in general.
Okay. Yeah, and what shaped you to be who you are today?
Okay. So my biggest inspiration would be my grandmother. She's one of those people that is very kind and supportive. She had tough life on her own as well, but she's full of wisdom. She is a very stylish person. I think she was like my mother all this time, and I took many inspirations, even my style. I forgot to mention that I'm a vintage style enthusiast and advocate for women's rights. That's very important. So I took a lot of inspiration from creative world, and style-wise, I found myself actually just by going into her wardrobe. I found my passion there. So she's the first person that comes in my mind. But then also I don't have just another person. There is just women in general, strong, powerful women. When I see them, even in politics or singers, writers, women that accomplished something by even having some struggles, or even by having an unfair, when men have an unfair advantage, still manage to do something and make a change. Even the same Kamala Harris, for example, in US, very strong, powerful woman. So when I look up to those women, I feel like I have someone to aspire to become, because for me the most attribute that a woman can have is her intelligence, and what she can do with it, rather than just rely on those external things, like obtain things just by having the beauty advantage and stuff. So I think those are the things. What about you?
Oh, first, thank you for sharing this. It's actually a great introduction to the topic we want to discuss today. But what inspired me, I would say there is a few people that come to my mind immediately, but my inspirations are people plus places. Like, for example, for me, as places, I could say university shaped a big part of my individuality. And before, like when someone asks me like what person I am, I always say that it depends when would they ask me. Like if they had asked me what person I am before I went to university, I would say that I was a very, shy, closed person. I mean, not very close. Like I still had my group of friends, and I was outgoing, and I went to events and stuff. But at the same time, I felt a big change when I went to university, and I had a different environment, and I started working and exploring things that made me feel alive. Subjects, places, and also I'd say the lecturers in university helped me to start believing myself more and start dreaming big and trying things that I thought are bigger than me, and not only trying but even achieving them. Shall we go this way?
Yeah,
It's a beautiful
very nice there.
castle I see over there.
Yeah, that's
But-
true. Also, university. I think it's one of those places where you finally are the adult, like young adult.
Besides university, a few names pop up in my mind when someone asks me about inspirations, and that's one sportsman, which is Novak Djokovic, the tennis player, because what I admire about him is his endurance in terms of mind. Like I've seen him win a lot of matches when he was super tired, but he pushed his mind he pushed himself
To the limit.
to the limits, yeah, even above, beyond the limits. So he has a very, healthy, what's the word, not mind, but
He has discipline.
maybe not even discipline, like, because even when your body feels like it has no energy anymore, you can't play anymore, your mind is the one that pushes you to those and beyond limits. So this is something I admire about him. And there's another person who is my favorite DJ, who is Martin Garrix. Also, I admire, how hardworking he is. And he's been at the top of the ranking for many years, and he keeps delivering great songs. And his songs are very inspirational, the lyrics. So he's also inspiring me. There's also one author, Alex Banayan, in my favorite book of his, which is The Third Door, also which actually, let's go this way. This book, first of all, I read it in one breath, and it gave me a new perspective on life and made me even more courageous than I was. And I think, and there's one more person. He's actually a travel vlogger, and at some point I was managing his socials, but he's Christian LeBlanc, or on YouTube, Lost LeBlanc. Again, I learned a lot from him, and he inspired me to travel even more, which for me, if someone says they love traveling and exploring the world, this means they're intelligent, because you can learn a lot just by exploring, exploring new cultures. So
there are a lot of people, especially older ones, that said, oh, why would I go there? I saw it on the pictures.
Exactly.
Nothing would be the same. Everything will be the same anyway, so why to go there? But it is important actually to explore and have that journey. I think also we will go also to the side who inspired you to shape also the way you live today would be Robert Greene. It's a famous book writer that created many books that are trendy right now, like Power, Seduction. He talks about psychology, how to understand the tricks that people use that can manipulate you, so you're aware of them and you can use it at your advantage. He has made quite good books on that. Or also, there's another one. Let me see if I remember the name. He wrote The Placebo Effect and How the Superhuman. I finished both of those books and they were super inspiring. It's a Dr. Joe Dispenza. Joe
Yes.
Joe Dispenza.
I'm a fan of Joe Dispenza as well.
I wish I could. Yeah, on that subject we are the same. Because you know how people say, oh, manifestation is bullshit. No, actually he goes there scientifically with proof, with scientific research. And there are all references and study references, everything. So he actually explains you that manifestation is kind of also proven by science. So the way you think, the what you media you consume, what people you're surrounded, your surroundings, your everything influences also who you become, which is also part of what we are about to talk today. So everything matters, and you can actually manifest the life that you want if you don't do it, because it's not as simple, like the doctor says. It's not as simple as just to think, oh yeah, I want this, I want this, I want this, and I will get it. No, it's hard work. You have actually believe it internally that you already got it. You have to meditate, clean all that negativity from you to achieve the life of your dreams that you want. So I think he was very important as well to shape the way I think and see the world today. And the life that you want starts with self-acceptance, but also by working on to improving yourself. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, let's come this way to show it.
Very nice fountain, very nice house.
That's a
Someone's
massive fountain.
what's called house in the past. And now we go to see it.
It's a massive house. Castle.
Apartments.
But yeah, everything starts with acceptance, and
Yes.
I think many people nowadays have the issue to self-accept them. Because what do you think is the main reason behind that? Is it maybe social media, or is there other factors that make it hard for people to accept who they are and try to become other people by doing, surgeries, plastic surgeries?
I think social media played a very, very big part, I think, for this issue, especially for women, I think, but also for men now, actually, because there is that manosphere these days that they try to, these big influencers try to impose them, oh, you should be like this, do that, just then you will be an alpha man. Alpha man, actually, it's very easily, you can easily debunk it, because even the creator of that alpha male,
That looks exciting.
yeah, let's go for it, said himself that actually it's not alpha the strongest, the fittest, but alpha is the one who is in the back, who makes sure that everyone reaches the goal, no one is left behind. Is the one who cares for everyone. It's not just the one who goes straight and...
Really?
Yeah, that's the biggest lie of the past a few years or decades. Everyone says, oh, I'm alpha and alpha, but that doesn't mean anything, because the alpha is the one in the back who makes sure everyone makes it. So, and also for women, I think it's more of that exterior. Oh, you should look like this. Your nose should be small. You have to have a snatched cheekbones, jawline.
Yeah.
Don't have a belly at all flat. I have so many friends, even us. I mean, we if we think, we sometimes look at the mirror and we say, oh, why I'm so bloated? I mean, the belly is not should be flat. Where does it come from? I think unrealistic beauty standards, expectations, and who sets the standards?
Sometimes I look at pictures of women with flat stomach, and I think, how is that possible? Like, don't they eat? Because just by living, I think the normal body has a little tummy.
Of course, for women, it there has to be.
So how is it possible that some women are without?
They are unhealthy. There is also many doctors who say that women have to have, if they are healthy, they have to have a little bit of protective belly here to protect our uterus and reproductive organs. There has to be a layer of how do you call it? You see, when you speak three languages, sometimes words just don't come. Fat.
Yeah.
We have to have some fat here, okay? And the fact to have a straight, like a plain blank wall here, it's not healthy. If you see someone with that, it means they have maybe irregular periods. Maybe they are not eating properly, or they have some issues because it's not healthy. And also in the past, Marilyn Monroe, for example, she was considered, and still is, the most beautiful woman in the world, but oh my god. It's very steep here, okay, and to talk and to do exercises is complicated. So she was considered the most
What?
the most beautiful woman in the world, but she still always had that layer of fat on the belly. We can show some videos of it here.
Don't demonetize my video by putting copyrighted content.
Okay, but if you see, because back in the days it was considered actually beautiful to have that pouch on the belly, because it was indicating fertility, being healthy. It meant you can have babies, so that's actually beautiful.
Yeah, and all the paintings from the past are with curvy women.
Yes.
No thin women.
Yeah, like even the La Venere, the famous painting where this beautiful lady is inside a shell. Also, she's not with a six-pack and flexing. No, she's just being herself. She's just existing, being healthy, and that's how we all should be. I mean, we have to do sport because for women and men it's important to have muscle mass. That's what will determine if you will age gracefully and in a healthy manner, or if you will be in a not such a good position.
And now,
it's very very complicated to talk and do exercise. Beauty standards change over time, so you can never keep up. So I think you just need to accept yourself, who you are, and work with what you have without putting fillers all over the places,
and without obsessing to look like the people online, because first of all, online many people alter their images so they don't look like in real life. First of all, that, and second,
with AI especially now, you don't know what you're looking at there.
Yeah, and if you're looking for something authentic, like authentic life, authentic friendships, partner, this means you have to be authentic. In order to be authentic, you have to actually work on your inner self instead of your outer self.
Yes.
And the more you work on your inner self, the more beautiful you look outside
Amen.
for other people.
Amen.
You know, and and you're going to have very quality conversations with quality people instead
Like
of
us, quality girls from around
Duh.
the world.
Yeah. So don't get trapped, especially for girls. Don't get trapped into thinking that you should look like supermodels, or
Exactly.
because supermodels are usually not healthy.
And they're not happy as well.
Yeah.
That's a fake industry, full of misogyny and full of sorrow. It's better not to go.
And there's also another thing, disadvantage for altering your body with plastic surgery. When you put, what is it called? Like a
Botox,
no.
hyaluronic filler,
In general, all of those things
injections.
are. Wait a second. So all of those things that you mentioned just now are classified as a body that is outside of your body, if that makes sense. So when you insert something from the outside into your body, inside your body,
Yeah.
this one, I said it very bad with my English,
When you
but
insert something artificial from the outside.
thank you, from the outside into your body, this could lead to difficulties, to new sickness that you could have easily avoided. So you put your body, squirrel. So you put your body at risk. Why would you do that? The most important thing in life is your health. If you don't have your health, you can't do anything. You know, when all of us have been into a stage where we hustle, we want to get rich, we want to succeed, we want to do that. So we start working super hard, we start neglecting our health, what we eat, just because we don't have time to think about that. We don't do even sports, we just work. Most probably we're working at a screen because we either stare at our phone or our laptop. But we always, I feel like every person who goes into this stage of only hustling and neglecting their health gets to the point where they get sick. And when we get sick, we realize that nothing else matters. Yeah. So when you do alterations of your outside body, can I say it like this?
Yeah.
You put your body at risk.
Yeah. So, and also many people, they think by altering their external facade, they will become magically who they always wanted to be. And maybe that can happen, but the inside won't change even if you change the outside. And usually those people who do one alteration of their body, maybe a nose surgery, let's say, I think we are all born beautiful beings. No one is created ugly.
Yeah, I agree.
If we think that someone is ugly, it's because we were conditioned, I think, to think that they are ugly. But we are all magical creatures here. Let's not go there.
I was thinking to go this way. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, we can go here.
It would have been nice to find a hill.
You want to check, but there is no
pool. Public pool?
Yeah, let's go for a swimming.
Let's go check it out, the sauna.
Yeah, so, and even if you change the outside, and those people usually do one alteration, but then they suddenly don't like something else about their body. So they go again. They become prisoners of surgery.
It's like an addiction, like a drug.
Yeah. Like those stars, like even Madonna or Kardashians, or they surgery after surgery after surgery they were beautiful and had the best features already before all those surgeries. They just decided to do them. And of course, it's a personal choice. Of course, they are allowed to do that. We are not judging that, but we are just saying that many people, many girls, many feel the pressure to look in a certain way, because natural beauty is not very appreciated these days. Actually, we are, for example, I'm wearing makeup now, but why? Sometimes I wake up and I'm asking why I feel the need to do my eyebrows. My eyebrows are transparent, for example. Why?
Transparent.
Yeah.
No, they're just
Okay,
thin
they are
and very light.
yeah.
They're not transparent.
I wish I could just wake up and just go like there, you know. But you feel. But when I do so, people ask, "Oh, are you okay? Are you sick? Oh, you look different." You know, these comments come from people. So then you feel like, "Oh, okay, maybe I don't look beautiful without this, so I'll put makeup," because when I put makeup, people actually compliment me, you know. But I feel like that
This is their insecurity, actually.
Yeah. So
that they're projecting on you.
Yeah.
But it does affects.
It
you,
affects us all. So this is just an example for even us. We are talking about this because there is something very light alteration of your body, like makeup, but then hard alteration, which is surgery.
Yes.
So
or laser hair removal. You know, when I was in high school, I would get bullied that I have darker hair and more dense hair. So then I developed this complex and embarrassment that I have hair which is normal, you know, on arms, for example, legs.
Yes.
And this is something very common.
Yeah, it's not good.
And even though laser hair removal tends to be, it's not harmful to the body, still it's something that you do because you're embarrassed to be, you know, in front of other people. Because let's say that I'm on a remote island, there's no one there, I wouldn't care, you know.
Exactly. And men are allowed to have all the hairs in all possible places, but when it comes to women, we need to be butt naked, like as soap, as glossy as soap everywhere. But we are humans. We were not made of plastic. We are not meant to be that way. We are meant to. Hairs serve a purpose. They are there for a reason. If they are there, it means they have to be there. Our eyebrows are there to collect sweat, collect what's falling down. So everything serves a purpose. Also, in the armpits, they're there for a reason. But we always remove everything, thinking that that's the way that we should be. And if we don't, we get classified as some Nazi feminists or something, which is crazy. You are a Nazi feminist because you let grow your natural hair somewhere. Like that just shows how insecure we are as a society. And there is no change. It's been like this for ages, since old times. Women were putting makeup, from toxic eyeliners that made them go to heaven very quickly. Arsenic. Can you imagine? Do your makeup with toxic things. And now same thing, nothing changed. We still didn't accept ourselves because it's a big business. I would like to actually ask ChatGPT who invented makeup, the first, who is behind all of these things.
But you know, sorry to interrupt you, but you know, in the past the makeup was natural. Like for example, geishas, they would use things
I think we need
natural.
to Google this.
Okay, let's Google it.
Because I wouldn't like the people to get upset. Oh no, actually. Okay, in Egypt, people use natural ingredients like crushed minerals, but some of these contained lead, which was toxic. In ancient Greece and Rome, women preferred a pale look and used white lead or chalk on their face. Chalk on their face. Not very safe, they said, or natural. Middle Ages or to Renaissance, pale skin was still fashionable and people used powders made from white lead or mercury, so extremely toxic. 18th century, heavy, colorful makeup with toxic ingredients was popular among the wealthy. amazing. 19th century onward, natural looking makeup became more desirable in the Victorian era, but products often still had chemicals. So while early makeup often looked natural, the ingredients weren't always safe or purely natural. That means it was toxic. True natural and safe makeup only became common in 20th century with cosmetic chemistry advancement. What about geisha? Geisha makeup is actually the opposite of natural. It's one of the most stylized and symbolic makeup traditions in the world. They have white base made from rice, so they painted faces in white, made from rice powder mixed with water. In the past it sometimes contained lead, which was toxic, but modern versions use safe ingredients. So they use black and red pigments for eyes and brows to outline lips. Only the center of the lips was painted red, forming a small doll-like shape. So every detail and meaning. Okay, so it wasn't very, very natural.
Okay. Okay, my bad.
So we still are not.
So who created the makeup?
Who created the makeup? Let's see.
Did we ask that?
No. We are asking ChatGPT who created the makeup. Was it a man? So I asked our AI who created the makeup. Was it a man? In many cases, makeup was first developed or used under man's influence, of course. Why they didn't create it for themselves? True, both men and women have used it throughout the history. It started in ancient Egypt. Both men and women use makeup. In China and Japan, cosmetics also were used by both genders at first, but over time women became the main wearers. In Europe, many of the first commercial cosmetics were made by male perfumers and chemists who worked for royal courts. And modern makeup industry is the big cosmetic companies that shaped makeup as we know it, like Max Factor, Estee Lauder, L'Oreal, were often funded or led by men, even though makeup was made for women. So you see, creation and commercialization of it were historically led by men, because always these beauty standards, unattainable things, makeup, all comes from men. They want from us something that we are not, and instead of projecting on us what they want, they should do it themselves, I suppose. Okay, so you said you were insecure at the beginning about bullying at school. So did you overcome it, and how did you come up to accept yourself? So maybe it will be helpful for people watching and relating to us how we feel.
Well, I think what I did was, first of all, I choose my environment very wisely. Who I talk to, who I hang out with, what we talk about as well. First of all, that. Second, I travel a lot and I get to meet people from all around the world, and in this way it makes me realize how these things that I worry about are something non-essential, you know, insignificant. And the most important thing is to be a good human and to be kind to others, because in this way you attract good energy, good people, and the more good energy you get and you give, the better you feel about yourself and the less you feel the need to change something about yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
So what do? I do things that I love. I work on things that I love. I, as I said, hang out with people that I think are kind and are ambitious, and also supportive, so we can support each other. I think these are the main things. What do you do?
So yeah, I feel like this maturity comes with age. So I think we as women it just gets better and better when you age. And we are still young. We are 26, but when I think about myself when I was 14, 15, or 20, look at the pictures and I say, oh my God, it feels like a decade passed. So a lot comes also with age, with experiences, but also I realized that I don't want to follow the crowd. I don't want to dress like the crowd. I don't want to do what other people are doing mainly. For some things, you have to, like you need a job. But mainly, I don't like to dress simple as the others. I want to be different. I don't want to have the same hairstyles as others. And that you could say also, maybe I'm not doing everything opposite. I just do what I feel is beautiful. I feel that I like it, and
you follow your
whether
heart.
people judge you or not, people judge you either way.
Yes.
I've been judged all my life for everything. So I just really don't care anymore. I always said the worst that I always thought could happen to me happened already, so I'm not afraid anymore, because just one thing can happen that I'm still afraid, but hopefully it will never happen. But apart from that thing, everything happened. So I'm just not giving that much. I have nothing to lose, and I just want to do what I want. And also, as also you mentioned, people. So it helps a lot to be around people that actually try to uplift you rather than downgrade you, look from up to down. Environment is essential, so I'm not afraid just to cut people out of my life or just not to talk to them anymore. So because I'm happy to stay just with myself, like all my friends that I have can be counted on this hand, and I don't even feel the whole hand. And you're one of them. So there are very little people in my life, very little, because I don't like to have random people just for the sake of having someone. You have to become confident by doing things on your own, as you said, traveling alone, going to coffee shop alone, for a walk on your own, just to find out who you are. And that's what I did for many years, and I think that's the key secret to build your confidence, to go through stuff on your own.
No, I totally agree, but I would add one more thing. What is important is to take risks. For me at least, this plays a big and very important part of my life, because I wasn't born confident. No, I was a very shy person. But then every year I would try to push myself to do things that are outside of my comfort zone, and doesn't matter how much I'm scared to do it, I know that I will feel super satisfied and even more confident after I achieve it. So this is something also that shapes who you are, and the more you do things like this, the more you will attract people who are also doing this, and they are vibrating on a higher level. And if you surround yourself with people who vibrate on a higher level, you have a higher chance of succeeding of whatever you want to do in life. And in this way, the more successful you are, the more self-acceptance you are of yourself.
Because if you're always around people who just gossip, talk about
other people,
other people's business, or about useless things, like it's not self-improvement, like, oh, what a labubu you bought, or that kind of stuff, like which is okay. Sometimes we all gossip a little bit, but if it's constantly just that, it gets tiring, and you're not growing, you're just going down very fast. You need to find an inspiration. I think not to focus just on your exterior, but focus on your interior. Because if you're happy on the inside, that just will show on your outside. So find a hobby. If you don't have a hobby, try different things, one thing a month. Try what drives you, do it, and you'll become beautiful.
And now that you're talking about that, I remember Taylor Swift got engaged recently, and she was saying in an interview that her family taught her she has never been more herself. In other relationships, I guess she wasn't fully 100% what she is, who she is in front of her family usually. While with her latest relationship, she was feeling totally comfortable to be who she is, and this ended up in engagement. So the conclusion is that you don't need to impress anyone, because the right people will be the ones who want you to be as authentic as you can be in front of them.
Yes. And you don't have to impress anyone else, because the only person you need to impress is yourself.
Yes.
You have to impress yourself.
Very well said.
Imagine everything you do as if you're on a remote island and no one is there. What would you do? What would you like to do? I suppose that's...
Get out of the remote island.
Yeah. Also, that means you're innovative. You will create something. But anyways, I think you don't have to change yourself to be happy. You can only how to say it, you will always find someone who loves you for the way you are, and that's not just some slouchy, slopey phrase. The quote that you find on Instagram, that's actually proven by reality. I thought I will be single and I'll die single, but I found someone as well, and you feel, or even not women with a partner, but also with you, my friend, I feel like with those people you can find who you can be, who you are, without being afraid of saying something that or you can't say this, you can't say that with that person, you can't do this because you'll be judged. No, you feel just free to do, say, be yourself. So you will always find, and you don't need 5-10 people. It's enough to have 2, even one is more than enough. Better one than have a bunch of snakes. You don't need snakes in your life, trust me. I've had those too. It's better. One is cool. You can do many things, share things with one person, and the only thing you need to upgrade is your inside.
Don't try to please others. The most important person you have to please is yourself. Everyone is living for themselves, and just think about yourself first, and then you'll be happy. I'm not saying be egoist. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that...
We're not saying if there is a cake, one piece of cake left, you are like, I'll eat it.
No. You give it to the other person because in this way you actually feel better.
Exactly.
Unless you're a psychopath.
Women be
sociopath.
Selfish when it comes to protect your peace.
Listen.
If someone is doing things you don't like, you just leave them. You say, thank you so much for being here, but I have to go. I have plans elsewhere.
Whoa, look at the sun.
Let's go there. Let's go.
If
or we can enter in that park as well.
What is this park? What is this park?
We will find out now.
It's still part of the gardens, I think. I think we said everything important, so let's wrap it up. This was a very interesting conversation, and a topic that is widely discussed and very important. I'm glad that you are here with me to discuss it, and you said very interesting things.
Same. Thank you for inviting me here.
And I hope
in Vienna. Vienna Coffee Walk.
In Vienna. And I hope you come to my podcast again.
I will. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe and Comment down below.
There is many good stuff coming up.
Yup. And last but not least, comment something below if you want to add to the topics. Comment down below who inspires you
And why?
and why.
So everyone else can check it out and be inspired just as you are.
Yes.
Check. No, wait a second.